Hello, my friends all around America and in the rest of the world. I just finished watching the news from February 2nd, 2017, particularly the news from Berkeley, California. I have to say, I am appalled. It appears that we have more anarcho-communists and anti-free speech hate-mongers protesting and rioting yet again in our country. As a soldier and a veteran, though no longer a soldier, I find this behavior appalling. I fought and bled for your rights to free speech, but not for your rights to do endless violence to others. The whole point of having a standing army and a reserve, and a National Guard, and a Navy, and an Air Force, and even our beloved Marine Corps and Coast Guard, is to defend our borders from enemies, and to protect our citizens from those that would do us harm, even within our own nation. Yet it seems that some of this political insanity is causing far more damage than it used to. And this is downheartening. Simply because you disagree with another person does not give you the right to assault them. Just because you think the other person might be a Nazi does not give you the right to assault them. They have the same right to walk down the street feeling safe and secure in their person as you do. If you do not like what they have to say, openly debate, argue, present a reason case, convince others of your opinion that this person is a Nazi or that this person is hateful. If you cannot, then you've already lost. Because it's obvious if you cannot present a reasoned argument and you have no reason other than your feelings and emotions as to what something should be. Should be is not what is. Should is not fact. Should is how we feel. Should is never fact. Life exists on reasoned facts and true principles, on things that can be proven again and again. Life does not exist on feelings. If you can't realize this, then perhaps you need to spend more time studying true subjects and gaining a ground in the science and true arts of modern society than spending time in intersectional gender study courses, which are nothing more than a cultural Marxist concept. Collectivism doesn't work. Because in collectivism, it is okay to take away the rights of those you don't agree with, even if their argument is logical, reasoned, and true. This is why Marxism failed. This is why Leninism failed. This is why China is slowly and surely converting to a more capitalistic, free market society. And why so many Chinese people are fleeing China, trying to come to North America, and trying to come to Europe, and trying to enter other free places such as Thailand and Japan, and even Australia and Indonesia. Because in these societies, these people are not free, and their rights are not equal to others, and so they are trying to leave and gain those rights. Because freedom will be, freedom must be, and human beings will find a way to be free no matter what. If you're part of this Antifa, anti-American, anti-free speech concept, then you are going to realize that eventually others like myself will come after you. And we will stand in the streets. And when you come to punch us, we will not go down and stay down. Instead, we will turn and hit you back harder than you mustered with your flying sucker punch. And when we do, we will knock you flat. And we will not regret it, Because after striking us, we will be justified in striking you back. But striking us simply because you don't think the same things we think, that's not valid. But the second you swing, just know, I will hit back, and I will hit harder. And so will those who have stood with me, both before and after me, because we are not afraid of you. We have already fought those people who wish to deny freedoms of others. We have already stood up to them, shoulder to shoulder with our brothers in arms. Either voluntarily or involuntarily, we have already done it. And if you think the best way to resolve this is violence and bloodshed in the streets, then we will match your bloodshed and step it up another notch. But we don't want to do that. We would much rather sit down and talk like reasoned, intelligent people. Because that's what we are. At heart, we don't want war. That's why the United States Army are called sheepdogs. We will stand and defend the others so they don't have to. Yet, if that threat is internal, we will still stand against it, because our oath was to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. And none of us have rescinded that oath. If you can't understand that, then perhaps you're still not as educated as you think you are. And in which case I feel for you, and it might be time to read something other than an intersectional feminist website. Perhaps it's time that you actually read a deconstruction of Karl Marx's manifesto, and read a deconstruction of the Federalist Papers, and maybe actually read and analyze the Constitution of the United States of America and its amendments, which are publicly published and available on Amazon for free. As long as you use an e-reader app, you can go to Amazon and download the American Constitution with all its amendments. It is freely available. There is no reason to be ignorant of it. Thank you, America, and all the other listeners, and good night.